Vamos a empezar. Death is necessary to live. I was studying for an exam that defines my grades for the whole month, that also defines my semester grade, defining my career, my professional life, and an important part of the rest of my life. And I asked myself for the thousandth time, why do I do this? And there came the same answer that I have been telling myself for years. I am currently studying medicine in this university, but like many, I ask myself why I do what I do. Starting from the premise of Simon Sinek books, I ask myself the why of my life. And here I turn to my friend Ernest Becker to introduce you what I want to talk to you about. If you want to know why you do what you do, you have to discover your motivation. And let me tell you that we all have the same motivation, death. But why? Well, the human being is the only animal that fears death. And this is because we are the only animal that can imagine a world without its existence. We're terrified of the idea of a place where we are not. We are afraid of death, but not only death. We are afraid of a meaningless death. What these anthropologists propose is that unconsciously, every little action that motivates us to continue every day is a deep fear of death, and our need to do these actions or altars to death in order to justify our existence and to be able to overcome death. Everyone does what they want, believes the life that they like the most, having a career, earning a lot of money, seeing the world, having a family, playing sports, being a dictator, a monk, killing, stealing, loving. Endless thing we do just to justify our existence and avoid death. And the reality is that it makes a lot of sense. The same thinker divides these actions into acts of three types or three lives: religion, love, and art. Religion is the same reason religious leaders exist. Messianic figures like Jesus, Buddha, or Muhammad. It is to have a hope in a reward beyond death. People who believe they have a reward beyond this life fall into this category, and that's fine. Love refers to living to love someone else. It's the idea that parents create when they give everything to their children, or couples when they give themselves to each other and live for them, where your life belongs to someone else and that's why your life has meaning. In my opinion, it's not the healthiest, but it is very noble. Finally, there is art, and I am not just referring to painting or music. You who are in an office, teaching, studying, managing a company, creating a product, selling something, whatever you do can be seen as art. Art can be anything that impacts someone's life. And for that, we can all be artists. So when you die, someone will remember your work. And there are examples of all this throughout history. Steve Jobs, Washington, Hitler, Da Vinci, Jesus, you, me, and the list goes on and on. The idea of all this is not to be even more afraid of death or to be living always thinking about this. It is quite the opposite. It is to be able to find your perfect life, your reality that you build yourself that best suits you. If you want to be an electronic music DJ or the priest of your church, just do it. If that makes you deal with the only uncomfortable truth of life, which is death, then do it. No way is better than another. There is no guide to how to live your life. No one has followed the exact same path as someone else. Enjoy your life. Lie. Get you so much into your fantasy that you forget the only truth, that death is necessary to live.